Hello, welcome to this side of YouTube. I'm Diana, and this is Speedpaint. My voice cracked. I think it cracked. So, today I have a very special Speedpaint planned out. Well, not planned out. I already did it, but it's pretty cool Speedpaint. The story of how I created this is that while I was on Krita, the program I used, I was just fiddling around with brushes because I was looking for a really good line art brush. I've been looking for a good line art brush for a while now, and I decided that if I'm not going to find one, I'm just going to make one myself. So before all of this was starting to be recorded, I was messing around with the brush engine system, and I made a really nice brush that I liked. And yeah, so I was like, oh, I should probably test this out in an illustration to see if it like holds up and if I can use it well as I think I can use it. And yeah, that's how this illustration came along. I wasn't planning on recording it because it was just a test, but I ended up really liking the sketch and I decided to start recording there. And this has been happening quite a lot where I'm just like playing around and I think, oh, this is a really good sketch, I should just record it. So around here I started playing around with the brush, and let me tell you, I've looked at the line art, slowed down, and it is so satisfying. If you want, I can post a video later of me just doing line art, but it take a little bit for me to record because there's so many instances where I draw a line and then I undo that line and then I draw it again and then I undo it. It's like that with line art, you know. It just happens. But here I'm just working on the face, and the thing about this piece in general, I really like the hair. I like how the line weight of the hair, you know, and how it looks in general, especially the bangs. But the one thing I would change if I could like turn back time and redo this again is that after I did the hair, I changed the stabilizer, I guess you could call it a stabilizer in Krita. And before, when I was doing the hair, it had no stabilizer on, which is why like the lines varied so much. But I took it off when I was starting to do the rest of the body since I wanted smoother lines, and I kind of regret it because now the lines on the rest of the body aren't as dynamic, I'd say. I guess you could say it's dynamic, but yeah. And the hands as well. I mean, they aren't terrible hands. I know they're passable, but if I could redo this drawing again, I'd probably try harder on the hands. But since it was just like a sketch at first that I wasn't planning on turning into anything, I didn't really think about the hands or the position much. So it is what it is, I guess. But little information about this character is that there is no information about this character because it's just, I don't know, like I said, it's just a random OC I did. It's not really an original character, it's just a character design. I don't know what you'd call it, but in my sketchbook before I did this drawing, I wanted to play around. Okay, sorry, this is like a story that doesn't really relate to this but sort of does. But in my sketchbook, there's this drawing I did. I wanted to turn it into a full piece with watercolor, but my sketchbook isn't that good with watercolor. So I did a pose similar to this in my sketchbook, but it didn't work out in my sketchbook because it didn't handle water well, and like the character I was drawing, she looks completely different from this one, but they wore like a similar skirt is what I can say. I'd have to show you it, but I don't know. I'll probably save it for the time I do a sketchbook tour. But it's something like this. I've been really like wanting to draw like a skirt with like purple and yellow stripes, like a really flowy like sun skirt. Not sun skirt, like I don't know, like a maxi? No, maxi skirts are longer. I don't know the difference. I just wanted something flowy and I wanted something yellow. I don't know. I really don't know. I've been saying that way too much this video. And let's see. With yellow, I have a like for me, yellow is like a love and hate relationship. It's like hit or miss. I guess they never. I'm sorry. I'll stop. But I don't know. I used to think yellow was the ugliest color in the rainbow, and now I've changed my mind. It can be pretty well executed. So yeah, I like yellow now, but orange now orange is not a good color. I don't know. I've never heard anyone say that their favorite color is orange. It's usually blue, purple, green, um, red, maybe red. Red's less common, but yeah, not yellow and orange are sort of like low on the list. I don't know why. It's just the way it is. But yeah, I haven't tried using lots of oranges yet. I'm not that kind of person, I guess. I'll try to use it more. I'm trying to get better at coloring, and it's hard. It's very difficult to color well. Let's see what's happening in the drawing right now. I'm just Oh yeah, with the skin tone. I knew I didn't want to make her human. I wanted something like slightly offsetting about this drawing, I've been too vanilla with my characters recently, so I wanted to try something new. So I was like, oh, what should I make her skin color be? And I was thinking purple. For the longest time. I was about to leave it at that purple you saw before, but with the purple shirt, it didn't really sit well. And I thought about making her a darker skin tone, but then that didn't really sit well with what I had before. So if I did that, I'd have to change around some colors, and I didn't really feel like doing that. So I decided to do like a sort of more pale skin tone with like patterns at the skin. You'll see it later when I start finishing the drawing. I think it's in a couple minutes, but I did like some sort of stripes, like a lizard. I don't know. It reminds me of a lizard. There are lizards which have like say on their tail they'll have like a color that gradients to like the color of the main body of the lizard. I don't know what I'm talking about. You'll just have to see it. But yeah, I'm actually pretty happy with the way this drawing turned out. It's pretty good, if I do say so myself. And with the shading, I've been struggling with shading recently. I decide if I want to, because I've been mixing and matching and like changing between non-line art artwork and line art artwork, and I'm just so like conflicted on how I should do my shading. So I didn't know if I should go on another layer and do like a purple layer and turn down the opacity and use like blending modes, or if I should just use like the local color and then shade from there. I, I I'm conflicted. That's all there is to it, I guess. But you see here, I just did a purple color on another layer and then just played around with the colors a bit. And yeah. Also, if you follow me on Instagram, it's Q Diana. I think it's. Let me check because I forgot. It should be Q Diana _ and yeah, people there got to see it like I don't know, a month early. Yeah, yeah, they got to see it a month early, and I don't know. If you want to see my art pieces that much earlier, then go follow me there. And it should be in the description. I started putting it in the description a couple videos ago just to see if anyone will check. And yeah, I'm getting close to 50 followers there, and that's something. And yeah, I'm actually pretty happy with this piece, as I've said before, because I really do like it. I struggle with the background because I was deciding on whether to make it like a sunset, but I wanted to like make it graphic because I didn't really want to do a regular background. But then I thought, oh, this doesn't really work. It didn't really work because the background was too dark and she popped up way too much. And I tried doing like the graphical like colored thing with the shapes. I don't know how to explain them, but it's a thing where you use shapes in the background. It's like what Casey Golden does. She's a watercolor artist. She does like circles usually in the background for her characters, and I thought about doing that, except I did a square because I don't know. And here I put a shadow behind the character, and yeah, I was trying to be more ambitious with my background originally, and like try to do something. That's why I wanted to try a sunset, but I didn't really make this picture in mind of like being a full illustration with the background. So it is sorry. It is what it is. I don't know why my tongue is shaking. I know it's been a while since I've talked this much at home. But here I'm just changing the line art color. I've been really into that, like how do I explain this? Like changing the line art color within the character. I don't know how to explain it, but it's something that an artist on Twitter does. Their name is Tazza, Tazza. I don't know. Wait, no, I think their ad is Supreme Yungi. I don't know. Don't take my word for it. I'm very forgetful. But yeah, I've been taking a couple little notes from there, and I really, really liked how it looked. It made it look less harsh and stuff. And yeah, it's pretty cool, I think. And here I was just playing around with some gradients, trying to add more interest to the piece with colors. So it was a bit hard getting around that because the purple, no, not the purple, because the blue and yellow are like contrasting, so almost opposite of each other on the color wheel. Or are they? I don't know. I forgot, but I was trying to like make a gradient with the yellow for the light and the blue for the shadows, and I think it worked out pretty well. So yeah, this is the speed paint, and I hope you enjoyed it. I think it turned out well. I have more coming on the way. I just need to record some and do some other stuff. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. It was quite a lot of fun for me to do. And if you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, share, comment, do all that good stuff. And yeah, ciao.